Hello everyone. Um, Usually I do vlogs when a certain event appears or a milestone is reached, but I should have done this last week, maybe a couple of days after the event. And for those who follow me on Facebook, Tumblr, or DeviantArt, you already know this, and thank you for your condolences. For all you all are aware, my wife was pregnant again, and we lost this pregnancy as well. So that's two daughters, because we had confirmed this one was a girl as well. Two daughters have been taken from us. I really don't know how to feel right now. I'm angry, mostly, depressed, confused. It's like when someone tells you they're in a great amount of pain or their day is just completely wrecked because of, I don't know, this restaurant does not have a certain type of food that you want. So you complain to the waiter like, oh, you should have done this. No, that's just having a bad day. The past year, coming up to 10 months, it, past not 10 months, 8 months. It's just been pain. It's just been up to hope, then just pain. And the first miscarriage, then got pregnant again in October, November. Then once we reached the 19 weeks on this one, it we were really hopeful because nothing happened. 19 weeks. That last one was 19 weeks dead on, and it happened. This one, an extra 5 days, and what happened in the events was trying to not cry here. We went to our local hospital because she said things didn't feel right. Like she blew her nose and she could feel something could easily be pushed out. So we went to the hospital as a precaution. 2.5 hours later, after we registered and everything, we were finally seen. Sarah said she couldn't walk right, but she was willing. 15 steps later, her water broke. All of a sudden, we just broke down. Just there and then, like, oh fuck. Please no. I shouted no more times than Sheila Buff did in Transformers. At least mine was genuine. So, they were immediately on a gurney, we rushed in, we looked. There was no fluid left. We say we could have the miscarriage there, then we got transferred to Tampa General. Spent 2 days there. She gave birth to baby girl 2. We're still not naming our lost child because the names we picked out for a girl and a boy, we lovingly picked out. We had these ready before we were even married because we both wanted kids and we didn't want to sully the names we picked out. And we know we could have picked up some other ones, but honestly, I know it seems very cold and just kind of heartless, but we're not trying to be. It's just we were hoping for this one. We were hoping for the last one. She gave birth to her. She was like 9.5 inches, 9.8 ounces. It was pretty much the same thing. Her placenta was pulled out and not put into a DNC. But the thing about this one was she still had a heartbeat when she was born. And she was alive for an hour after birth. We didn't know this until we went to a funeral cremation director, because she was born with signs of life. That technically makes her alive, a live birth rather than a stillborn. So she has to go have a funeral or a cremation. We didn't know that she was alive for an hour until yesterday, because when we held her, she was very, very cold. And I like to believe that we held her until she passed. We held her for a good 20 minutes after she was born and after the placenta came out. Put her down for a while. Then about 5. So she was born at 4 in the afternoon. Then about 5 o'clock we picked her up again to say our goodbyes, and it was according to the death certificate and the records of then the autopsy to find out what went wrong. It was about a few minutes after 5 o'clock she died. So I like to believe that she died in our arms, rather than just alone on a ready table. So that's what happened. We lost our second child. Again, I don't know how to feel. I feel mostly anger towards this, because we did everything right. We went to a high-risk clinic to say, yeah, we had a miscarriage before, we want to get pregnant again, and we did everything by the book. No smoking, no drinking alcohol, no intake of caffeine. We did exercise here and there. We went to the doctor. She told us she has a short cervix, which is what basically, his is where the embryo sac and the baby are, and his is the cervix because it opens up. She had one like that deep, and that is a risk. So we had some pills, suppositories to help with that. Didn't work either. That didn't work. It would be an extra 5 days. That's all we had. And the sick thing is, we want to try again. I want my child. I want my daughter. Or even my son. It's not there. And I feel sorry for my wife. I feel sorry for Sarah because she feels like she killed them. I keep telling her she didn't. This is not something we had control over. We tried everything to prevent it, but still, it happened. I don't blame her. I know there's many couples out there after the first miscarriage they break up because they can't handle it. I'm not one of those. I'm gonna stand by her until we have our child. But even then, I worry that this is gonna break her because she's already had enough pain and emotional damage on her for the past 3 years now, from the death of her mother to now the second child. Everyone, everyone is being very supportive, but I'm scared if we try again, it's just going to be the same result. And what do we do then? I know many people have actually said, you can adopt. There's plenty of children out there. I mean, yeah, we know we know there's many children out there who deserve a family. But right now, we want our child. We want our child biologically, mine and hers. And another option is the surrogate, but then again, I don't fucking trust surrogates. Not after the few reports I've heard where the surrogate mothers just cut off all communication with the biological parents and just have their child and raise it as their own. So there's that trust issue. But she wants to be pregnant. She wants to carry. She wants to feel a kick. She was kicking. According to her, she was a very strong kicker. A little strong second child was a strong kicker. And how much she complains about being nauseous, being tired, and her hormones are all out of whack. She loved being pregnant, and when that's taken from you so suddenly, this is. I'm sorry for droning on. I really am. But if you want the whole story about everything that happened from my wife's perspective, there is a link to a journal in the description. Right now, I don't feel that creative to write or draw anything. I don't feel the same drive I had when the last time it happened. Last time it happened, it's how I deal with my grief. It's how I cope. I create stuff right now. I'm not feeling it. All I've been doing is just lounging around and playing games. That's all I've been doing because it's a distraction. So I don't know whether or not any videos are going to get produced for quite a while. So there's no there's no Iron Box this week. There may or may not be any next week. Let's Plays, even though it's been one off every so often, they're probably going to be even delayed even longer. Reviews and Blue Blur, I have no fucking clue. I don't have a schedule for them. I just release them whenever. Just all the creativity I want to produce is just not there right now. I want it to be because it's how I distracted myself last time. I'm sorry for rambling. This has gone on quite long, but if you've made it this far, thank you for listening, and please understand that this is what happened in the last week. Thank you for watching and listening.